So Doechii, the new girl on the block, you were telling me that she dropped this album back in August, or excuse me, it's a mixtape. She dropped this mixtape back in August, right?
Yeah, end of August.
Okay. And boy, I have a lot to say about Doechii, about her future, her projection, her career. But before I even get into all that, the album, how do you feel about it? What's your takeaway from it?
I give it a solid 7, maybe a 7.3.
Okay.
Mainly because it was different. It is refreshing to hear a female rapper not always talk about sex, and if she talks about sex, she's being a little more versatile with her word flow or her word choice.
Right.
There were songs I didn't like, obviously. I want to say I liked the majority of the album, but maybe the second half it started to lose me a little bit, and it's probably I want to say it's like 45 minutes long, and it drags towards the end. Like, I really do start to melt towards the end of the album.
Right.
But overall, I've heard her album. I've heard some of her features. I think she's a pretty solid artist.
So, because I was on Twitter, I was scrolling. They're saying that she's the one that could finally dethrone Nicki Minaj and
Oh,
all that, which I can see it, right? And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, is that I see the potential that Doechii has. I'm just like,
dethroning Nicki is kind of crazy, though.
what, you don't think that's ever gonna happen?
No, I think
Somebody need to do it.
no.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think
I love Nicki. by the
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
I think Nicki Minaj is just that. She's the queen of rap. There are other rappers, female rappers that came before her that
Yeah.
paved the way, but she kind of made it what it is. I do agree that all these little bitches are her sons. I do. I think that is probably the most accurate way of saying, like, I have sons.
Yeah.
I have followers. I have people that look up to me. Do I think Doechii is capable of throwing Nicki Minaj?
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because what made Nicki so good?
One, it's kind of like what everybody's saying about Doechii, right? Which is a versatility.
What Doechii lacks is direction.
Yeah. And that's the thing. So as far as like the mixtape and how I feel about it, right? Mm-hmm. I feel as if either her or TDE had her put out this mixtape that necessarily didn't have like a sense of direction, because I feel as if they're trying to have the public kind of gather that sense of direction for her. Right? Because a lot of the times, like, honestly, the mixtape is nowhere near cohesive, right? It's all over the place. I feel as if she is musically gifted and talented,
she's talented.
and that's very obvious through the way that she raps and everything. But I feel as if she keep going down this generic TDE sounding wave,
Gotcha.
she's only gonna put herself deeper into a box.
Well,
And that's my fear for her. Because as I'm listening to the project, right, all of the beats and everything about it sounds like very TDE generic, which might get stale.
like I said, I've heard her feature. I'm a Tyler fan, obviously. So I heard her feature on Balloon on the Chromacopia album.
You're right.
And it was pretty good, and it was very different from what we hear on her album.
Yeah.
She's already getting out there. She already has a very large fan base. I think right now on Spotify, she has 15 million monthly listeners. Which for somebody that only has
Which
one
I can see
project
why,
out,
because the potential is there.
yeah.
I just think that, like, if she doesn't honed in a sound, not necessarily as far as like her and her lyrics, but like actually create a cohesive project focusing on the music itself, I don't think her career is gonna last long. And if it does last a significant amount of time, she's only gonna push herself into like a niche audience looking for that like woke music, which I want more for her.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And just listening to the albums, like and that's another thing too, her lyrics, right?
Yeah.
for the most part, it's very conscious, but a lot of the times, like, I want her to like stick on
Are
topic
they
with the theme.
conscious?
In a way,
I haven't gotten that vibe.
I'm not saying she woke
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say I haven't gotten that fake woke or like
Yeah.
that third eye feel
Yeah.
from her, but I don't get conscious. I definitely get that she's a creative rapper and she's very versatile with her wordplay and she's not always talking about her meow
hoo-ha.
meow.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Meow meow. I think she's very versatile, but I wouldn't say conscious.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did you have a song that you liked off of the album?
Honestly, so I listened to it again today before I did this, and all the songs that I liked the most were the ones where she sticks to a topic the entire time, and I even have them written down here. Hold on. My favorite songs: "Denial Is a River."
I knew you
right?
was gonna like that one.
Right. She was battling with herself. "Bloom," I really like. "Prophet" was really nice. And at the end, in "Firefly" is really nice because it kind of goes into what you were saying, right? She's presenting and talking about sex, but not in a way that's like, you get what I'm saying? It was
Straight
very
up.
creative.
Yeah.
But every other cut on the song, on the mixtape there were good cuts, but
Right.
they were just all missing something. They seemed like an idea, but not a fully fleshed out song.
I get that.
And that's what was irritating for me.
What I liked Catfish, Boiled Peanuts, and I only think I liked Boiled Peanuts because
You relate to Boiled Peanuts?
I relate to Boiled Peanuts. Not the song, but just eating boiled peanuts. I got hungry when I was listening.
I got you.
But I don't know, I thought she did really good. And for a first project, how often do you see a female rapper and their first project hits the way hers hits?
Yeah, I just don't want her to wrap herself into a box. I want her to really be creative, not necessarily with her vocals and with her, but more so with the music itself. You get what I'm saying? Because her vocals and her lyrics and everything is there. Okay. It's just like the music itself needs to be honed in, needs to be,
Is that a her problem or is it a TDE problem?
And that's the thing I don't know because the damn album sounds so TDE-ish. It's like annoying. And at this
Is
point,
she
like,
TDE?
yeah. And this point now, like, TDE has a sound and it's all over the album and it's irritating for me.
I thought she was Capitol Records.
Is she?
No, I think it's TDE. I think you're right. I thought she was Capitol Records.
Yeah.
But is it like, when you listen to Ab-Soul
Yeah.
and he has potential, but like his sound is
sound very TD. Like, I listened to the Ab-Soul record too, and it was damn near the same effect where these very generic, not saying boom bap, but it's like, I know
I did like boom
the
bap
same
on her
producers.
album,
That was a good
That was
song.
a good one.
The same producers or whoever is working inside of TDE and worked on the Ab-Soul records, I know for a fact they also touch this. But I want her to like just step outside of that and give us something. I'm not asking for a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Nobody
here.
want all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just musically, for the music itself, she got to bring a little bit more. And as far as the topics go, all the songs that I like is whenever she stayed on topic and just bring us down a journey with her into that space. And I like that. I want her to do that more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was fighting a demon. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Boom bap. Tell me that didn't eat. I thought that was a pretty good song.
It did. So overall, to finish this off, the Doechii album, what would I rate it out of 10? Or the mixtape, I should say. Out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.
Is it a mixtape or is it an album?
It's a mixtape.
It has a lot of tracks on there.
It is. But it's only 45 minutes. I mean, that could be an album.
I think that's an album, dog. I think anything under that is like a mixtape.
It is a mixtape. But so out of 10, I'd probably give it a strong 6. There's definitely, I think just sonically, there's room for like improvement and a little bit more focus.
You want to know what Pitchfork gave it?
What did Pitchfork give it? I would say probably a 7, right?
I don't know. Let's see. Alligator Bites Never Heals got a strong 7.
A 7.
I give it a 7.3. I thought that was.
I give it a 6. I think it's just sonically it needs
It's missing
some
something.
direction. It's hitting, right? But just not all the way. It needs just a little bit more care. But
Well, maybe her next album will be great.
and that's what I'm hoping. So Doechii, she has potential.
Potential.
We'll see if she dethrones Nicki in the future. But
I think that's a stretch.